everybody. Today we're going to be looking at Specterr, how to use that. Um, Sometimes a visualizer is a good thing when it comes to a music video. So let's give you a better idea of how to use Specterr. Okay, so let's say you already have your song generated and you downloaded the MP3, the music file, and you have your thumbnail generated and a nice background for Specterr. It should be either the same as your thumbnail or different. But again, I recommend pre-rendering all that using a art generative AI, your choice. There are plenty of them out there. Okay, now that you have everything generated, you're going to go to Specterr and sign in or sign up for a free account. Again, it doesn't cost you any money to use it. Completely free of charge. Get rid of that. Okay, and you're going to create a new video. Now, what I kind of like to do is I want to use one of these that will display my logo, not one of these without a logo in it, because I want that branding. Again, branding is key. So, there's a couple new ones up. And you notice the ones that say Pro, those cost money, but the ones without it are completely free. So, let's use this new one. Why not? Okay. All right, and next you're going to go here, follow the prompts here, go to audio. You want to upload your audio, and that's usually going to be your MP3 file right there. Fantastic. Next you're going to go to images. Now, I like to do my background first, but you can do them in any order you like. Oops, what I wanted to do there. Upload media. Okay, so again, we have the background right here of what we wanted to put into Specterr. And then you want to do your logo. Again, branding is key. So there's your logo. There's my logo right there. Great. Fantastic. Looks good so far. But next you're going to want to tweak it. Obviously, that's too big and may not be in the right position and things like that. So the next thing you want to do is go to your visualizer.
Adventurers, sharpen your swords, ready your...
All right, so click on shape, and we're going to resize that. So right now it's at 40. I like it right around 25, but to each their own, whatever size you want. You go ahead and change it to whatever you like. Okay, do a 4-way instead of a 3-way. You can definitely play around with a lot of these settings here. Wave height is great. Everything else looks good. Okay. Now you also want to go to your motion. And usually I like a good bounce. So instead of 5, I'm going to put 20. I like a good bounce there. Then I do want it to rotate. This is a little slow, so let's speed it up a little bit. Okay.
Spells and roll for initiative.
So it's going to rotate like
Tonight,
that.
we take you on the ultimate dungeon crawl!
Great. Next, I do like a little bit more shadow. Oh, that's a little too blurry. All right, so let's turn the shadow back off. Great. Now, the nice thing I also like is turn particles on. Also, make sure your backdrop, the movement should be on, and then the filter kind of changes the background a little bit too. So I like to turn that on. You play around with these other settings if you like. Yeah, so definitely want particles on. Okay, so we're gonna have them flying out at us from the logo out. Let's change the spawn rate to 15. So we get quite a few particles. This should work pretty good. Yep, change the color a little bit.
to loot. That whore.
All right, and let's definitely turn on that like and subscribe. That nice call to action there should be right there. Okay, it's real nice there. Now, let's go ahead and click on text next. And I normally, personally, I just put my song title here. I mean, you can put whatever you want, your artist name, whatever you want, but I like to put my song title. Call this one Dungeon Crawl. Great. Make that a little bigger. You can move it around if you want, anywhere you want to go. Let's change the font here and give it a color. Okay. And then for track name, I mean, you can put your track name, your song name there if you want, but I like to use the actual music style there. So we're going to call this Heavy Fantasy Metal. Okay. All right, and we're going to change the font. Okay, now that's hard to read, so we're going to change the color as well. Right, looking good so far. Okay, now let's move this down a little bit because the text is going to go right here as far as your lyrics go. So let's go ahead and go back to the visualizer. And it's always on the shape tab for some reason. And then we should move it down. Move it down about 40. Okay. Now it's down a little bit more. Great. Now here's the tricky part. Putting your lyrics in. Now, I mean, this looks great already, but I really like to put the lyrics here so that people can understand what it's being said, and it just makes it pop more. So let's go to Suno here, and we're going to copy exactly what Suno says into Specterr, and I'll show you how to sync your lyrics up. Okay, so you should be right away, but let's find out. Okay, so you basically want to listen to it.
Adventurers, sharpen your swords.
Okay, so that should work. Um, Now you notice how I kind of put it as one big giant thing here, like that. Let's break that up. So basically, you go over here, hit enter, hit enter again. Okay, now that's looking a little better. Now what you're going to do is go over to styles. You make that a little bigger, and I can move it down just to here, and that up, down. Great. And then we can change the font to whatever we like. Let's go with Meriwether. Yeah, that's nice. Then we're going to change the color as well. So there's a lot of white in the background and it doesn't quite stand out as well as I like it to. Kind of go with a darker color. Maybe not this font's not going to work quite as well as I hope. Try a different font. Let's go with Oswald. Yeah, that looks good. Nice and readable. Let's tweak it a little bit more. Place green. All right, that should work. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wait for it. Now let's wait for it to hear say the words dungeon crawl.
Sharpen your swords, ready your spells, and roll for initiative. Tonight, we take you on the ultimate dungeon crawl!
Okay, so then you just want to drag this down until it gets to where you want it to go. Let's make sure that's all synced up right.
Adventurers, sharpen your swords, ready your spells, and roll for initiative. Tonight, we take you on the ultimate dungeon crawl!
That's really all there's to it. I mean, you just copy the next lines of text. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, usually I found that 4 at a time is usually ideal. I mean, you can go with 5 or 6, but you don't want to do too many. So let's just go with 4 for now. Okay. Let's make sure that's correct.
Dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. I want to roll my dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. I want to roll my D20.
Okay. Let's see how that worked out. A little bit of space.
Dungeon, dungeon. I want to roll my D20. I want to loot that hoard. I want to map that dungeon. I want to fight until I'm bored. I want to fight until I'm bored.
That's really all there's to it. I mean, once you're got your lyrics done, just go ahead and hit export and then just let it do its magic, and then you can download it and the video is yours for free. 100%. Now the free version maximum time period for your video is 5 minutes. If you wanted to go over 5 minutes, you do have to pay for it. As you see, there's a couple options that you don't get for free, but it's not too bad. And yeah, that's really how you use Specterr in a nutshell. Thank you again so much for watching this video and subscribing and liking, and stay awesome.